Hello and welcome to New Delhi for highlights of the Panasonic Open India 2019. Last year it was Kalin Joshi reigning supreme in India around the notoriously tight Delhi Golf Club. He's done it! Kalin Joshi! But it's a change of venue this year, the Panasonic Open moving out to the classic golf and country club some 40 miles south of the city centre. This is the second event of the Panasonic swing, with the top 3 finishers earning a bonus at the end of the 5 events. And of course, the season-long Habitat for Humanity standing still led by Jazz Jane Watanabe comfortably over Scott Henn, but none of those players are in the field this week. These gentlemen are, after day 1, Itipat Buranatan Yarat held a 2-stroke lead over the pair of Danny Mazrin and Terry Pilkadaris. So let's get out to some early action from the second round. We pick it up with Delhi boy Shiv Kapur. Made a couple of birdies on 3 and 4. This his second shot to the 6th, setting up another opportunity for a birdie. He'll go on to birdie 7. This bunkered in 2 on the par 5 9th. This his third shot, beautifully weighted down to that bottom right flagstick, giving himself another look at a birdie. Terry Pilkadaris started the day 2 shots back. This is for a birdie at the second. And wouldn't you know it, the lengthy effort finds the bottom of the cup. Pilkadaris wasting no time early on day 2. We saw this from Shiv Kapur a couple of moments ago. This is Pilkadaris' second at the 6th. Very similar result. Would also pick up another birdie at the 7th, and wouldn't you know it, a 4-way tie at the top. Kapoor, Pilkadaris, Buranatan Yarat and Cole all sharing top spot at 9 under par, 2 shots clear of Chinese Taipei's Hung Chien Yao. I'm delighted to be joined in the commentary box by former Asian Tour player and the voice of Asian golf, Dom Boulay.
Thank you, Tim. Good to be here and good to see Shiv playing well again. Of course, lost in the playoff last week at the Thailand Open after shooting a lovely final round 65, and right back in contention this week. And there's another great shot.
So a birdie look coming up for Kapoor on the 13th. Pilkadaris coming out of the thick stuff on the right side of 10. Opened with a 66 on day 1, but that's not his best.
Here on the 11th, the par 3, long par 3, 224, Navid Kaul, the Indian who's having a terrific year on the local circuit. A win and a couple of second places. And right over the top of the pin. You can see it's quite windy.
Well, every time we look up, it seems Shiv Kapur's got another look for birdie. This one for his 6th of the day. Oh, walking that in. Kapoor to double digits under par. And in the lead by himself.
Now, Pilkadaris from the front edge. It all depends on the lie. Simple chip. If the lie is good, look pretty good. Well, looking at it quite closely when it went by the hole.
Navid Kaul. This for a birdie at the 11th. Came 6th last year at the Delhi Golf Club in this championship. That one's gone sliding by.
Now, Pilkadaris has made some adjustments to his putting this week, and it seems like it's paying off. That's a good putt to remain at 9 under par.
Yeah, bogey-free is Pilkadaris for his second round. First look at our defending champion, the man who lifted this trophy 12 months ago, Kalin Joshi. This is his third shot to the par 5 14th. And judging that beautifully, so you'd think that'd be a formality for the defending champ to get to 5 under par.
Pilkadaris, one of the most consistent players on tour. He's got 3 wins, but the last one came 14 years ago. But he's always retained his card. And another terrific long iron shot there. That's really good, only about 12-15 feet away.
Oh, we saw that beautiful pitch. That's Joshi just to finish things up. Back to level on the day. 5 under par for the championship. Bit of spot of bother here for Cole on the 13th, though.
Yeah, looks like he's just chipping out sideways, but don't run into the rough on the other side? It may have.
Yeah, Terry Pilkadaris only took 27 putts in his opening round of 66. This is for a birdie at 11, and oh, those putting changes you mentioned, Dom, paying off beautifully for Terry. He joins Kapoor at 10 under par.
Navid did go into the rough. Always in danger of hitting a flyer, especially out of this nasty Bermuda. So this is his third into the par 4, 13th. He did finish 6th in this tournament last year, so he's used to playing with the Asian Tour players.
Now, fourth shot for Chopra here on the 14th. Currently just 3 shots back of the joint leaders, and that's beautifully judged from the Indian.
Well, he ran his first putt, his long par putt this far past, so this to avoid a double bogey. Oh, what a time. What a time. You can see a little frustrating. So it is a 6, and that drops him back to 7 under par. First double of the tournament, not surprisingly.
Yeah, here's a man who's struggled a little bit off the tee, but finds himself atop the leaderboard. Terry Pilkadaris. He's only hit half the fairways so far today. This is 2nd to 13. And that's what happens. You just lose the ability to control that spin coming out of the thick stuff.
Well, he's had a great year on the PGTIs. How is he going to respond to that double bogey? Try and get it right back here on the par 5 14th. This is his second. And you can see the course is firm and bouncy and dry, lovely, great playing conditions. And that's a pretty good second shot.
Yeah, he'll be keen to pick up at least one of the strokes he dropped at the previous hole. Now Pilkadaris, sensitive little chip this one. Ball looks like it's sitting up quite nicely. I tell you what, he's played a gem of a shot there, beautifully done from Terry Pilkadaris.
Now Danny Mazrin, 66 on day 1, and he is really struggling. Just inside the top 60 in the Habitat for Humanity standings. Every dollar counts. Just wants to make the cut now here.
How quickly this game can turn. Now Navid Kaur double bogeyed the previous hole. He could get it all back. If this long-range effort finds the bottom of the cup here on 14. Oh, it's on line, just didn't hit it. But still, that'll settle him down a bit, though, you feel. He would go on to tap that one in. Pops him to 8 under par and just 2 behind the pair of Pilkadaris and Kapoor. But Siddiqur Rahman's putting together a fantastic round today. He's up at 8 under as well. Now India is home to some 15 species of monkey, with 10 unique to the country. From the Western Ghats to the northeast states and the dry forests of central India, they're found throughout the country. With an estimated 40,000 monkeys living in Delhi, there's plenty to see for tourists and golfers alike. India, simply incredible. A warm welcome back then to highlights of the Panasonic Open India from the beautiful Classic Golf and Country Club. Now on Friday night, the players and officials had a chance to let down their hair at the Gala dinner. There was plenty of music, fine cocktails served, and even a long putt competition to keep everyone entertained and in high spirits as we started off our week in incredible India. So let's just remind you how things stand in the second round. It was a 4-tee start due to some inclement weather we experienced earlier in the week, so players starting all over the golf course. Navid Kaur off the back of a birdie at the 14th. This is second to the par 4 15th. winner of the Pune Open on the PGTI this year. That's a fine shot there, keeps it pin high.
And here's Shiv on the 17th. Another tough par 3. In fact, one of the toughest holes on the golf course this week. The wind picking up. Doesn't look like he was actually in the bunker there. Maybe just on the bank. Well, that's not a bad shot, but certainly not an easy putt he's left himself.
Here's Chinese Taipei's Hung Chien Yao. Already made an eagle today on the 12th hole. This for a birdie at the 18th, and no. Just a par to finish. But he will love his position going into the final round. 67-69 leaves him at 8 under par.
Has always putted beautifully throughout his career. Shiv Kapur looks so relaxed over his putts. And yeah, another putt drops. And he stays at 10 under par. Only one bogey today. Only one bogey yesterday.
Here's Naveed Kaul. A double at 13, a birdie at 14. What will 15 bring? This for birdie. Oh, it wasn't far away, was it?
Now, Karlan Joshi, after he won this event last year, I really thought he was going to kick on, but hasn't been a great year for the young Indian. But showing signs that his game is coming back.
Sporting a bit of facial fescue is Joshi. Now, Shiv Kapur, the clean-shaven Shiv Kapur. This is third shot to the 18th. Just coming out of that left rough slightly. But judges that nicely. Just going to hang on the back edge. And once again, it's Shiv Kapur with a birdie putt.
Now, Vikram Chopra at 7 under par. This is a birdie putt in good position. Using the long putter, not anchoring, of course.
Now just up the front of the 18th and 2 is Rashid Khan. This is third, just bumping it up there. Quick thumbs up, and why wouldn't you? Spectacularly judged from the two-time Asian Tour winner.
Now 16th hole. 431 yard par 4, second hardest hole on the golf course, coming over water. And well, that's all right, just off the green, but should make no worse than a par.
Well, this man's eyeing up a birdie putt on the 18th hole. It's been a very solid day from Shiv Kapur. Ooh, just peels off the right edge. But he'll find himself at 10 under par with 1 day to play.
Now Joshi for par to remain at 6 under. Nope. Misread it. So he drops back to 5 under. Makes his chance of defending that much harder. That's 3 bogeys today.
Now Cole opting to chip this one from what looks like inches off the edge of the green. That's a interesting selection, Dom.
Yeah, it is somewhat, doesn't it, Tim? Now, Shiv for par to stay at 10 under, and likely appearing in the final group tomorrow in the final round. Good 2 rounds of 67. He really is back in form.
Well, after that chip from the edge of the green, oh dear. Naveed Kaul. We did think he wasn't going to make any worse than par, but he's walked off with a bogey. Now Rashid Khan for a birdie at the last. Well done, sir. A 70 on day 2. That puts him in good position with 1 day to play. Just 3 off the lead. Kapoor in the clubhouse. Pilkadaris still with 4 holes to play. So we get back out to more action and find Naveed Kaul on one of the hardest holes on this golf course.
Yeah, playing 3.13, just slightly over its par. Not surprisingly, long par 3s are always some of the toughest holes on golf courses. And steady. Okay, just hanging on the green.
Yeah, Vikrant Chopra just out of the left rough here on 18. Playing for a bit of release and judging that pretty well. It's going to be an opportunity to get into 8 under par for Chopra.
Now Pucadares. This is the second event of the year at the Classic Golf and Country Club. Many of the players are very familiar with this golf course, but this week it's slightly windier than it was a couple of months ago when Rory won. But a good shot there from Pucadares.
Yeah, this one's awkward for Joshi on 18. One of those situations you'd almost rather be in the bunker. But he's got a fantastic touch around the greens, just your defending champion, and my goodness, what a shot from Joshi. He's not going quietly into the night, putting up a fantastic defense of his title. And he's still got 1 round to play. A birdie to finish for Carlin. He'll head into the final day at 6 under par.
Now, Navid Cole from the back of the green. Looking like it's going to break from left to right. The green's running very smoothly, as you can tell. Now, coming up a little bit short.
Pucadares now. So that sensible shot to the middle of the green on 16. This for birdie and the solo lead. Just going to peel away on the low side.
Now, good chance for Chopra to finish with a birdie. Move to 8 under par. Start the final round, maybe only a couple of shots back. Oh, boy, that broke 3 different ways, it looked like. A little unlucky. Only a par.
And a round of 2 under par 70 for Vikrant Chopra. Sits in a big group at 7 under par, along the likes of Rashid Khan and Chika. Carded a nice 4 under par 68 today. But this man, who is at 7 under par, starting the 18th hole, tee shot pulled way left out of bounds. So this is the 4th shot now for Navid Kaul. And that doesn't look like it's heading in a very good place, and it's become a bit of a nightmare, this closing stretch for Navid Kaul. That's going to be an awkward length bunker shot, and it's going to be its 5th to par 5.
Yeah, horrible finish. Now, Pucadares, rock solid tee to green today. Only missed a couple. And, well, another really good iron shot. He looks like he's swinging the club beautifully. He finished 6th in Sarawak earlier in the year. That's his best finish so far this year.
Now, this is not the finish that Kaul was looking for. Struggling up the home hole. This is 5th shot to the par 5, 18th, and that's going to go trundling over the back of the green. And he'll have to get that up and down to just drop 2, so not the ideal finish for Kaul.
Oh, and Karandeep Kochhar shot a 67 yesterday, but out in 37. And only 1 birdie on the back 9, so he's even par for the round. This is his 4th shot, so it's going to be an even par round of 72. So he's going to finish at 5 under.
I saw the great tee shot from Terry Pucadares. Only 6 birdies on this hole all day long. Can Terry make it a 7th? Not if you don't get to the hole, Terry. However, that will be a 6th par in a row. That keeps him level with Kapoor at the top.
6th shot on a par 5 hole. You're looking to birdie when you stand on the tee, and from the deep rough too. But looks like he's played a beautiful shot there. However, it's going to be a double bogey.
And a double bogey it is for Navid Kaul. All that adds up to a level par round of 72. He'll start the final round at least 5 shots back. Pucadares now on 18.
Facing a long bunker shot. Never easy. Oh, he wasn't in the bunker, he was on the bank, so much easier shot. Come on, release. Keep releasing. Not bad, not bad. He probably would have expected just a little bit better than that.
Oh, the way things are shaping up, it looks like it could be a Terry Pucadares and Shiv Kapur final grouping. Shiv with the advantage with distance off the tee, but Terry's hit more greens. But this would be to grab a 1-stroke lead with 1 to play. Pucadares birdie effort on the way, just like on 17. That was going to come up short. So 7 pars in a row to close for Pilkadaris. So it's a round of 68 today to go alongside his 66 from his opening round. He'll enter the final round at 10 under par alongside Shiv Kapur and Adam Blythe, the Aussie with a sparkling 9 under par 63, vaults his way into that final group at 10 under par. And look at the names of that second page of the leaderboard. Joohyung Kim, a 3-time winner on the Asian Development Tour this year, and your defending champion, Kalin Joshi, all start the final day at 6. Welcome back to the Classic Golf and Country Club for the Panasonic Open India. Let's hear a word from our sponsor.
Panasonic's association with professional golfing started in 2011. This year is the 9th edition of Panasonic Open India. We as a brand are extremely proud of this association. We consider this as an endeavor from our side to provide a competitive platform to all Indian professional golfer players so that they can go and showcase their talent at a global stage. So yes, this is a very prestigious and important event for us.
So just to remind you how things stood after the second round, the tournament reduced to 54 holes, of course, so the third round is also the final round. Bit of an adventurous start so far for Teemu Putkanen. A couple of birdies at 2 and 3, but this in the hazard on 6. Shoes were off, trousers were rolled up, and bunkered still with his second shot. He would go on to make bogey on the hole, but certainly a sign of things to come.
Now, Joohyung Kim. There's something special about this 17-year-old. He's off to a hot start. 3 birdies in his first 5 holes. Make that 4 in his first 6. And he is right in contention.
Yeah, the 3-time Asian Development Tour winner this season. Looking for a maiden Asian Tour title. Would go on to birdie the 7th and the 9th. This his second shot to the 10th. A fortuitous bounce through the front edge of the green. That to get to 7 under par for the day.
Now Shiv looking for his 5th win on the Asian Tour. Almost got it last week, was in a playoff. Can he do it today? Great birdie there on the 6th.
Now Shiv Kapur just needed 25 putts on day 2. It looks like that trend is going to continue if he keeps leaving himself short ones like that. A fantastic shot into the 7th, but it's the hot start of Joohyung Kim that sees the 17-year-old vault to the top of the leaderboard, 1 shot clear of Delhi boy and hometown hero Shiv Kapur.
Now here's Siddiqua, 3 over through his first 5 holes. A man who's finished runner-up here 3 times in this tournament. That's a lovely shot though from the Bangladeshi.
Hottest man on the Asian Development Tour this year. Hottest man on the golf course this Sunday in Delhi. Joohyung Kim. This is second to the 14th. Already 7 under par for this final round. It's just going to release on. The wind has picked up a little bit. Still, that's a look for birdie.
Now Teemu Putkanen finished 9th at Tour School. And had a decent finish last week in Thailand, just inside the top 30, and well, he needs a hot finish the rest of the season to keep his card.
Well, this man's had the hottest year in the Asian Development Tour and has locked up his card for next season. Oh, Joohyung Kim, there will be no 8th birdie there on the 14th.
Yeah, but he's something special, Tim. Turned pro a year and a half ago as a 16-year-old. He's played in 24 official world ranking events. He's had 13 top 10s. Most of them, of course, on the ADT, but you still have to shoot the numbers. He is really some player to watch out for.
Yeah, and of course, one of those top 10s came last week at the Thai Country Club in the Thailand Open. Terry Pilkadaris, second shot to the 10th hole. Started the day as one of your 3 co-leaders. Oh, that's just trickled on. Now Putkanen for a birdie at 11.
Yeah, just did birdie the 10th, so he's right in it. The fin. Oh, what a great looking putt.
Up to 15 and at 369. It's not the longest hole in the world, but it's the 8th hardest on the golf course. Your leader, Joohyung Kim, his second to this back left hole location. It's well done.
Did well to get the ball to stop coming out of the rough. Now Shiv on the 10th from just off the green. A winner of this event, of course, 2 years ago, so looking to be a multiple winner.
Joohyung Kim for birdie at 15 to extend that lead to 2. Oh, and that one just peels by. Tom, obviously Joohyung Kim's out nice and early compared to the rest of the leaders. What kind of score does he have to post in the clubhouse?
Well, he's 7 under par for his round. He was 7 under par after 10, so I think if he can make one more birdie, he's going to be looking good.
Of course, the leaders are now the chasers. Pilkadaris, Shiv Kapur and Adam Blythe, who's had an absolute nightmare. 5 over par for his final round at this stage, so realistically it's just Kapoor and Pilkadaris who'll be putting the squeeze on Joohyung Kim. And of course, not forgetting the Finn, Teemu Putkanen.
Well, he's 3 back with 7 to play, Tim. Couple of par 5s still to play, so he's certainly in it. If he can come in 3 or 4 under par, who knows? That's a good second shot. Left himself, wow, what's that, 12 feet for a birdie.
But look at the conditions. The wind seems to be picking up. It's going to make this inward stretch for the leaders all that more challenging. Kapoor now, tee shot at the long 11th, 224 yards. And all of them managed very nicely by Shiv Kapur. Leaves himself a makeable birdie putt.
Hong Jin Yao 60th on the Habitat for Humanity standings starting this week. So a big week here can pretty much ensure that he keeps his card for next year, and that's a pretty good shot there.
Yeah, it's getting to crunch time at the end of the season for some of these players. Hong Jin Yao doing his best to prop himself up. Now, Shiv Kapur, this to tie the lead. Shiv Kapur, 4 under par for his last 6 holes. The 17-year-old has company at the top. It's Kapoor and Kim at 13 under.
Yeah, and I think Putkanen here, he needs to make this putt. This is a golden opportunity to move to 11 under, but he was up and out of it early. He knew he was missing left. So at best it's a par for the Finn.
And at best it's going to be a par for Pilkadaris at 11 to stay at 11. Oh, well done. Solidly hold for Pilkadaris, but that is his 8th par in a row, and he finds himself 2 shots back of the lead.
Hasn't made a birdie in his last 8 holes. Well, different putting style from what I've seen from Hong Jin Yao before. That left foot back, but it works, and he moves to 9 under.
It's Joohyung Kim alongside Shiv Kapur that lead the pack here in Delhi. Rory He, a winner, breakthrough winner I should say, on the Asian Tour at this golf course earlier in the year. He's popped himself up into the top 5 as well. But here's the man of the moment, Kim, spot of bother on 16.
In the bunker, that looking like it's heading left. Way left. Wow, and not much room to work with. Real trouble.
Our first look today at Chika. This is 2nd to 14. Already 3 eagles on this hole today. Chika at 9 under par. And you'll have an opportunity if he can pop that one in for this hole's 4th eagle. This is a very difficult shot now that Kim's left himself on 16.
Yeah, is he in the bunker? Yeah, he is. Oh, well, a little unlucky. If that carried another yard, that would have been really close, but in danger of dropping a shot.
Chika pitched it to here. This for a birdie 4. Walking that one in. And amazingly, that's his first birdie on the 14th hole so far this week. But Chika up to within 3.
Now on the 13th, 429 yards from the fairway. Hong Jin Yao, only with a pretty short club, looking to dance around the pin, and that's exactly what he's done.
This is a huge shot now for Joohyung Kim, the 17-year-old, in trouble all the way up 16. this his fourth shot to save par. Would you believe it? Joohyung Kim. No pictures on the scorecard, young man.
Well, special players do special things at crucial moments. It doesn't get more crucial than that.
Now Putkinen. This is fourth to the par 5. Took a little hop through the fringe, and that's going to go trundling by. He'll have that to stay within 3.
Now, Chikka says he's picked up 25 yards in his driving this year, working on a new sort of weight shift. That's incredible. Well, needs to work on his wedges a bit there.
Now Putkinen, to keep his chances alive, you feel. And ooh, that was not the best stroke we've seen today.
Now Pilgadar is 2 back. Needs things to happen right about now. Not here on 12, so he'll remain 11 under.
After that terrific escape on 16, here's one of your co-leaders, Joohyung Kim, 198, the 17th hole plays. There's only been one birdie here all day long. It's just going to finish on the back edge. Still, you take that result pretty much every day here at the Classic Golf Course.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, Pilgadar is on the 13th. Saw Hung Ching Yao hit one dead stiff just moments ago. What can Terry do? Well, not quite stiff. He's left himself about 25 feet.
Well, Chikka, Dom felt that he needed to work on his wedge game to give himself better birdie opportunities. This one, still a birdie putt though, to go back to back. Oh, there's nothing wrong with his putting. Look at that, Chikka. Now he's within 2 shots of the lead. Another competitor enters the fray, it seems.
It certainly does. Now, Kapoor just wants to settle this next to the hole. Just a pace putt, and that is judged to perfection.
Okay, Joohyung Kim just over the back of 17, electing to chip this one. Just a little spine he had to come over. That should release the ball down to the hole. He's judged that nicely, but that's a little nerve jangler he's left himself.
Yeah, I'm sure he realises the position he's in. Now Pilgadar, good opportunity in the last hole to close the gap. This one's slightly longer, but it's makeable. Oh, well, he read it well. It was coming back from the right.
Hung Ching Yao just coming out of the right rough here on 15. Again, that wind really starting to pick up. Oh, that's not going to make it to the back level.
Now 14th, third, it's a par 5. That's the third shot. Keep going. That's a great shot. That wasn't easy. Judged it really well.
Oh, Joohyung Kim has reached the home hole. This is third shot to the par 5. You figure birdie required to ask the question of Kapoor. Oh, and that's a splendid shot there from Joohyung Kim.
Oh, Shiv. He's held these ones brilliantly his entire career, and there is another. He moves to 14 under par. Looking like a 5th title may be coming his way.
Oh, Joohyung Kim, this for birdie to tie Kapoor on that mark. Oh, would you believe it? He certainly can't. Could that be the tournament for him? He's only had 21 putts coming into this hole for the day, and that's going to be his 23rd. Spectacular round of golf nonetheless from the 17-year-old. Classy stuff for 65.
Yeah, but is it one short, Tim? It could well be.
He's played his absolute heart out today. It's out of his hands now. Joohyung Kim posts a 65 on Sunday. 13 under par, the target in the clubhouse. But Shiv Kapur on 14 under par with 4 holes to play. Welcome back to your final round highlights from the Panasonic Open India from the beautiful Classic Golf and Country Club in New Delhi. Let's just remind ourselves where things stand. At this point, Joohyung Kim, a sparkling 65, leaves the 17-year-old with the clubhouse lead at 13 under par, but Shiv Kapur in control of his own destiny at 14 under par with a couple to play. Here's Chinese Taipei's Hung Chien-Yao for birdie on 15.
Needs to pretty much birdie every hole coming in, and not going to be a birdie on 15. Just wants to perhaps get a top 5 finish. Now Chikka on the 16th, second shot. One top 10 this year on tour. That was at the Hero Indian Open. Although he does have a couple of wins on the PGTI. What can he do here today? That's not a bad shot from that position.
Oh, he's birdied 14 and 15, but you'd have to say that's going to be a lengthy one. Big ask on 16. Now Terry Pilkadaris, he's played solid, but really hasn't gotten anything going. Still finds himself 2 shots back. This is second to 15. That's going to be troublesome.
Well, you're really, just like you say, Tim, realistically looking for a 2-putt to remain at 11 under par. And well judged. Scoring at the tournament that Rory He won a couple of months ago was much better, but that's simply because of the wind. Much windier this week.
Yeah, Pilkadaris looked like it was buried in the front bunker there. That could be his championship over. Now Hung Chien-Yao, second to 16. Okay, just off the edge of the green, but makeable. But here's your tournament leader, Kapoor, to put the squeeze on.
Pretty quick putt, second part of it coming downhill. Got to be careful. That was always left, but steady. Ooh. That's probably looking like an 8-footer, even though it's only about 4 feet.
Now Chikka has reached the penultimate hole of this championship. Still looking for that breakthrough Asian Tour victory. It's not going to be this week. Right over the top of the flagstick. He's played very nicely this week indeed, as has this man, but Terry's struggles on the 15th continue this to just drop 1. All right, well holed. Some bogeys are better than others.
Yeah, but it's a massive, massive bogey there from Pilkadaris. Hung Chien-Yao, well, only a par on 16. So at 10 under par, 4 back with a couple to play. It's not going to be his week, but it's still a very important week.
Yeah, Hung Chien-Yao, 60th on the Habitat for Humanity standings. The last man to keep his card a couple of seasons ago in that spot was this man, Chikka. That was for a birdie on 17, so it's just going to be a par. Shiv Kapur did hold that par putt on the 15th hole, so he remains 1 clear of the 17-year-old Joohyung Kim, who carded that spectacular 65 earlier today. Now Kapoor, 3 holes to play, 1 clear, his second shot to 16.
Pretty good position here from the right edge of the fairway. Oh, he doesn't like it.
Wow, that's a big miss from Kapoor there.
He's like 30 yards short of the green there.
The first look in the final round at Vikrant Chopra. He's quietly gone about his business today. And his 3rd shot to the 18th hole. A bit of work to do. But back to 16 and Pilkadaris.
Well, much closer to the hole from the middle of the fairway. And he's going to be going straight for the pin. And he was just a little bit short, but a good shot nonetheless.
We saw the pitch come up just a bit short for Vikram Chopra. This for a closing birdie. We got up out of it quickly, doesn't make a difference. Finds the bottom of the cup. And a good week's work for Vikrant Chopra, 69 on Sunday, 10 under par for the championship. Now Kapoor.
Well, he's only made 2 bogeys the entire week. How much would he pay for a par here? Landed it in a good spot. Look at this. Look at this, Tim.
That is some magic stuff from Shiv Kapur.
Now, Chikker has played the par fives unbelievably this week. He's 9 under par on them, and this is a par 5, the 18th, and he'll be expecting to make a birdie here.
Classy shot there from Chikker. That breakthrough win surely not far away. He's a man with 3, but 14 years since his last. Pilkadaris for birdie on 16. No. It's really been that kind of day for Terry. Up at the 17th, and Siddiqur Rahman for par.
Battled hard today, Rahman. 3 over on the front 9. Now, and he's battling back on the back 9. He's got an incredible record in India. And he's going to have another good week.
Another good week on the way for Chikker. You couldn't see it go in, but the fist pump tells you everything. A birdie to close, a 67 on Sunday, playing alongside good friend Rashid Khan. Chikker, 12 under par for the championship. But it's this man who has the tournament firmly within his grasp.
And what an up and down that was on 16 to keep that one-shot lead. Now, anything in the middle of the green?
Be right, he says. Oh, just 2 yards short for Kapoor. Tell you what, he's not making this easy on himself.
No, he's certainly not. Now, Hong Jin Yao, what he would give for a birdie here. That means extra dollars, which is so crucial at this time of the year, especially when you're in the position he's in on the Habitat for Humanity standings. Great shot there.
Great shot indeed for the man known as Alan. Back on 17. Here is Terry. Come on, says he's talking to it. Just peels a bit left and rolls through the back. But that's all right for Pilkadaris.
Birdie putt for Rahman. And had a decent year for top 20s and a top 10 at the Mercury's Masters. Looks like he's going to have another good finish here.
So just a par on the last, a level par 72 for Siddiqur Rahman. His love affair with this part of the world continues. Pilkadaris opting to use the flat stick from off the back of 17. And you'd have to think that that could be Pilkadaris' chances over, certainly over for the Finn, Putkanen.
Yeah, but it's going to be a first top 10 of the year. Came off a top 30 last week in Thailand, so he'll head to Malaysia for the Sabah Masters feeling pretty confident.
Yeah, obviously not the way you want to finish, but all things considered, like you mentioned, Dom, it's been a good week for Timu. Level par on Sunday for him as well. Now Kapoor blasted out to here. This to grab that, hang on to that one-shot lead, I should say, with 1 to play. Oh, catches a lot of the right lip, but finds the bottom of the cup. Kapoor leads by 1, 1 to play.
Now Hong Jin Yao for birdie. Oh, it slid by. So only a par on the par 5 18th. And it's a round of 70. 3 very solid rounds. And he will move up the order of merit rankings.
He struggled off the tee today, Shiv Kapur. Out with the driver on 18. Uh-oh. That's a concerned expression from the multiple-time titleist. Where has that gone? There's out of bounds down there. Oh dear.
Oh, I can't believe he's... Oh, I can't believe that. So, with a one-shot lead, Shiv Kapur is going to be hitting 3 off the tee on 18.
Unbelievable. This, now his 5th shot to the home hole, obviously out of bounds with the tee shot. So this is actually to win by 1, but he's just trying to get this up and down now.
He just wants to be in a playoff, Tim.
And that's so deflating. It must just knock the wind out of your sails. Thinking you're going to stride up the last with a one-shot lead. Now he's got that to get in a playoff with this man, Joohyung Kim. So this is Kapoor to force a playoff. Oh, and he was walking quickly. How can you not feel for Shiv Kapur? But congratulations, Joohyung Kim. What a performance, what a Sunday. But my goodness, heart goes out to Shiv Kapur. That was hard to watch, Dom.
Yeah, I think it's going to take a while to get over that, Shiv. But another good performance for Pilkadaris. That's his second top 10 of the year.
Kapoor, it'll be a double bogey 7 and a second straight runner-up finish. He manages a smile, but you know there's a lot going on between the ears there. Confirmation, Joohyung Kim, courtesy of that 65, a one-stroke winner over the Indian pair of S. Chikka and Shiv Kapur. Let's hear from our newest Asian Tour champion.
I'm pretty speechless at the minute. You know, it's been a dream of mine to play on the Asian Tour ever since I was young, and you know, I went to Q school this year and I didn't make it, so I worked hard and tried to get my card through ADT, and I was very fortunate to win three ADT events this year and get my playing rights for this season, and you know, to win on my third try this year is absolutely amazing. I'm pretty speechless right now. It's still soaking in. I don't think it'll soak in for a while, but yeah, I'm just trying to enjoy it every single moment.
And enjoy it he should. What does that mean for the Panasonic swing standings? Well, with 2 events down, Kim's win vaults him into first place. Last week's winner, John Catlin, down in second, and our runner-up the second week in a row, Shiv Kapur, maintains third place. But all credit goes to Joohyung Kim. Just wonder what the future holds for this super talented young man. Little change though in the Habitat for Humanity standings, but this win puts Joohyung Kim up to 26th in the standings, still led by Jazz Jane Watanabe. So that's all from us this week in New Delhi. It's been fantastic as always. We'll be back next time for highlights from the Sabah Masters. Incredible India, it didn't disappoint. Goodbye for now.